Hi, and welcome to the Patch Chat. My name is Frankie, and today I'm going to go over one of my favorite patch stacks, the Dynamic Duo and IceWave. That's X39, Aeon, and IceWave. Now, this is for any of you who are struggling with chronic pain. This is a 1, 2, 3, and the light sets you free from all of that pain. Now, if you're anything like me, I have been struggling with chronic pain for the last 3 years after a crazy car accident. And because I have chronic pain, I use this patch stack to help me eliminate where the pain is most of all. Seatbelts will save your life, but they also break you in two. So I was broken in two on my waistline. My pelvic, pubic, and hip were all broken. I had a torn hip that was torn out of socket. I have lots of damage across my clavicle bone from the seatbelt. I have been struggling with chronic pain either across my chest and shoulders or in my hip, like in the sciatic area. So what I'm going to show you today is the patch stack that I use to knock out this pain. And I'm also going to show you how I patch stack when I get out of physical therapy. Because I don't know about you, but recovering from physical therapy can be challenging. Now, this patch stack is fast acting. Let's get into it. So let me introduce you to the Dynamic Duo and IceWave. The Dynamic Duo is X39 and Aeon. Those two together are already amazing. But if you've got chronic pain and maybe you've had surgery or an injury where you've got area that's really giving you trouble, here's why this patch stack really packs a punch. X39 is all about stem cell activation, and Aeon is an anti-inflammatory. It reduces inflammation, reduces stress, and the IceWave is a fast-acting pain reliever. So when you combine these three patches together, they do wonders. Let me show you how to stack these patches. So let's talk about the patches. The IceWave patch is a two-patch system. There's a tan patch and a white patch. Let's zoom up on this diagram here. So what you want to do is you want to take the tan patch and put it where you have the most pain. Next, you want to find out which direction the pain is radiating. Is it radiating up, down, left, or right? Like if you were looking at a clock, is it 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, or 9 o'clock? So it looks something like this. So if it shoots off towards the top, you would just place that white IceWave patch right above. Wait a minute or so and see if it knocks out that pain. If it doesn't, then you can move it to the 3 o'clock spot, the 6 o'clock spot, or the 9 o'clock spot. So let's just say about 9 o'clock spot is where it alleviates the pain. So there, you'll leave the patch, and this will be your IceWave patches. Then you're going to take the Aeon patch and put it right in between those two patches. Why put the Aeon patch right in between those two patches? Because Aeon is an anti-inflammatory. It's a de-stressor. It's going to calm that whole area down. And then we bring X39 in. You could put X39 either above this or below it. We just want to put X39 in this area. We want to place these 4 patches in that local area that's hurting you the most. Now, you should feel that this pain knocks out within minutes. If not, then you may want to move this IceWave white patch around until it does actually knock out that pain. Now, here's some other ways that you can patch yourself. Now, some people have, neck and shoulder pain. You may put that IceWave patch if your neck is really hurting you at this spine part. You can also move the tan patch down here, put the X39 here. And which area does the pain shoot out? If it's more towards here, you can put the IceWave white patch here and put the Aeon patch in between. Now, let's just say you've got some pain in your spine. Well, you could always place the tan patch where it hurts the most, and you can rotate these. So let's just say you want, maybe the pain is towards the bottom, towards the side, and then you can place that X39 locally, whichever side that you want to. And for lower back pain, this is where you would put this patches in your lower back. And also, where would you like to put this X39? And then for me, this is kind of another way that you can patch that shoulder. I have pain that goes from the front of my shoulder to the back of my shoulder. And maybe you have pain in this way too. You would put the IceWave tan patch where the pain is in the front, right next to it, you're going to put the Aeon. And then on the back of that right shoulder, you're going to put the IceWave. So it's kind of like directly behind, and you're kind of sandwiching your shoulder between these patches. And then you can either put your X39 either just locally over here next to the IceWave, or keep it on the back of your neck. Where you want to put this X39 is really up to you. My outer arm tends to hurt rather than my chest. So here, right where I lift my arm is where I put the tan patch. And then the IceWave, the pain is radiating towards the back. So I've got the white patch for IceWave here. And right in between, I will put the Aeon patch. Now I can put the X39 either above or below, or wear it on the back of my neck. It's totally up to you. That's what's nice about these, is that they are customizable to you. So here's just kind of a diagram again of just what that looks like, whether it's in the back of the shoulder or in the front of the shoulder. Just a little 3-step combo. Now, let's say you have knee pain or you've had knee surgery. Now, we don't want to put the patches right on the incision, but we would like to put them close to it, so that way we can calm the inflammation down. X39 is great for elevating the copper peptide that is the holy grail of healing. So having an X39 really close to this location is really going to help this scar heal rapidly. And now you don't necessarily have to have an incision. Maybe you just have a hurt knee. This is how you would patch. Now you can wear 2 sets of these. Say both your knees hurt. You can wear a set on each side. Now, what about hip and sciatica pain? Well, you want to put the tan patch where you have the most pain. And then which area is the pain shooting off of? So a lot of times it's shooting to the lower back. You place the white patch on the lower back and the Aeon patch right in between the two. And you could choose where you want to put the X39. Now, the same is true for if you have hip injury. I had a torn and broken hip. So I would put the tan patch where the pain is most excruciating. And again, you may need to rotate these around to find out where you knock out the pain. Once you got that, place those patches there, put the Aeon right in between, and you can place the X39 wherever you would choose. If you struggle with mobility or hip pain, you have got to try this patch stack. So that patch stack is incredible. Anywhere where you're going to bring in that much light, it's just going to eliminate that pain. Do you know somebody in pain or struggling? Pass this on. And if you like this kind of content, go ahead and hit the subscribe and like button. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time with another patch stack.